All right, let's address the elephant in the room. Does calling time perception a quantum biological gate just sound like fancy jargon, or does it actually mean something? When we dig deeper, it turns out there's more substance to this idea than you might think. Time perception bridges the quantum and classical worlds because it requires interpreting chaotic, probabilistic states and transforming them into a coherent, ordered flow. This process is surprisingly similar to how quantum systems behave. At the quantum level, particles exist in a state of superposition, meaning they occupy multiple states at once until they're observed, collapsing into a single outcome. Human time perception works in a strikingly similar way. Our brains take a chaotic flood of sensory data, sight, sound, sensations, and collapse it into a singular linear experience of now. This act, focusing and interpreting reality, mirrors the quantum process of collapsing probabilities into an observable state. Then there's the concept of measured induced inversibility in quantum mechanics. Once you observe a quantum state, that observation introduces an era of time. An event becomes fixed, irreversible. Human cognition does something similar with memories. When we encode an event into memory, it becomes a part of the past, unchangeable and irretrievable except as a reference point for planning and learning. This irreversibility is what gives rise to our linear perception of time, the foundation for how we organize our lives and plan for the future. Finally, let's talk about neural coherence. The synchronization of neural activity in the brain may mirror quantum coherence, where seemingly independent events are unified into a single structured system. This coherence represents the biological collapse of chaotic sensory input into a unified timeline, allowing us to perceive time as sequential and structured. Far from being buzzwords, these parallels highlight how time perception is fundamentally connected to the quantum world within the biological, creating the cognitive framework that allows humans to thrive.